Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Chargers and the Renegades.
Today, a particularly exciting day for Battle Court. The WJAL is officially introducing Battle Court Jai-Alai Free Bets, a contest for our remote fans. So if you're watching us from home and want to up the ante, all you need to do is scan the QR code on the screen or go to betbattlecourt.com to play along. This game will go live every Friday game day this month of April. Winners will earn merchandise, gift cards, and cash prizes every week. Plus, the overall contest winner will get a free trip down to Miami to experience Championship 5 in person as a VIP guest. You must be 18 or older to play and win. Terms and conditions apply.
Sounds pretty cool, Stu. Good time to be here in Miami. Come May 17th, that's when our championship will be played. Up next, 4th Division doubles. I'm excited for this one. Two of the most aggressive and best front quarters in this group, Iturbide and Bradley, take on Goenaga and Ben. Iturbide and Bradley undefeated coming into this one, but arguably their toughest matchup yet against Goenaga and Ben here later in the season. And Goenaga, third-ranked player for his team, Iturbide the 2. That's the matchup to watch for in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin match number 2, a 4th Division doubles match. Representing the Renegades, we have the team of Goenaga and Ben. And representing the Chargers, here's the team of Iturbide and Bradley. There's a serve by Iturbide. We begin with an overserve. Second serve coming up. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Goenaga picks the serve, whips it inside. Bradley makes a tough pickup deep in the backcourt. Ben on the hop, takes it in, back beyond the 12 line. Forehand comes up the middle. Bradley leaping grab, back at the 12 line. Three-wall play, Goenaga turns the rebote. Iturbide up on the costado, high to the inside. Ben lines it up. Iturbide high and hard, backhand passes. That's right on the wall. Goenaga turns it, just does clear the overhead screen. Here's Bradley from deep in the backcourt. Forehand drops between them. Goenaga has the rebote again. Bradley high and hard, a little bit too high. That caught the rail just above the front wall. She is out of play.
Bradley coming back in 2024 after experiencing fairly significant knee injuries and surgery in 2023. Catching's been spot on, throwing's been spot on, and this partnership with Iturbide has been working out well.
Powerful serve. Bradley's got it on the forehand. Sidearm play, back inside. Ben thought about it. Lets that one come out. Here's Goenaga to the left side of Iturbide into the 2-wall. Thrown to score. Ties it up, 1-1.
Iturbide working on that 2-wall during his first 2 seasons, having some difficulty keeping it within that outer boundary line. He's adjusted the side wall, the front wall, and the pad very well, and landing them beautifully here in 2024.
Ben, middle of the court, backhand, power to the inside. Iturbide cuts it off. Goenaga does the same, back now at the 9 line. Hard throw in the corner, rebote forehand by Iturbide, turn to the left side of Goenaga. High costado, big bounce, controlled by Bradley. Ben now reaching on the inside, powerful backhand, stopped by Bradley again. Forehand got away, that caught the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2-1 advantage for Goenaga and Ben.
Obviously, in any sport, including Jai-Alai, you want to avoid unforced errors. Bradley trying to get that ball past his opponent, struck the overhead screen, out of play.
Bradley on the forehand. Powerful play back inside. Ben lets it pass. Goenaga has it. Iturbide over the 7th line. Backhand. Snapped by Ben. Ben from deep in the backcourt. Powers it to the inside. Iturbide cuts off another. Puts it on the wall. Not a lot on that rebote. Goenaga digs it out. Bradley waits beyond the 11 line. Puts the forehand inside. Goenaga lays it up. Iturbide moving up on it. Costado powered right at the feet of Ben. The scoop is missed. Iturbide and Bradley tie it up, 2-2.
If Bradley can keep that ball in play and away from the overhead screen, catching's been spot on. He throws as hard as anyone else on the roster. Iturbide's 2-alls. Overall, the Chargers could do well here, but as you mentioned earlier, this is the toughest competition they've faced all season.
Fault over serve, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Here's Ben from the outside, lines it up. Powerful backhand, high and hard. Bradley out of the way. Iturbide, left side rebote. Goenaga cuts it off. There's the backhand to the inside. Stopped by Bradley. Rebote's coming out. Goenaga puts it up the middle. Bradley lets it pass. Bradley on the bounce. Goenaga, powerful throw to the inside. Catches 3 walls. Iturbide lines it up. This one clipped. Goenaga whips it low and hard back to the inside. Iturbide comes back for it. Goenaga again aggressively on the Costado. This time to the forehand where it scores. Renegades break the tie. They lead it 3-2.
Goenaga continuing the aggressive style of play that we saw beginning back in February. It's gotten more and more powerful, consistent catching, highly accurate on these throws.
Here's Bradley on the forehand. Hard throw back to the inside. Good body control by Ben. Comes back over the top. Here's Iturbide on the Costado. It's a 2-wall, but that's too wide. 4 points for Goenaga and Ben.
That's an example of some of the difficulty that we saw Iturbide having. The ball's coming off the sidewall and opening up too much.
Yeah, I thought coming into this one, he may be most affected by that long layoff for the Chargers because he was playing his best highlight in that stretch of play in early to middle March, killing a number of points from the Costado, but again, early on, just not quite as sharp. Bradley on the forehand, keeps it inside. Goenaga's there to cut it off. Here's Iturbide, back between the 9 and 10 line, drops it inside. Ben handles another. Iturbide again, 9 line, backhand, power to the inside. Ben will clip off the sidewall. Iturbide backed up to the 9, high coast out to the inside, kicking up. Good catch by Ben above his head. He blasts the return. Rebote, that's on the wall. Iturbide pushed it outside. That lands in. Goenaga turns the Rebote. Bradley from the inside, high and hard. Ben out of the way again. Goenaga, right side Rebote. Iturbide's there to cut it off. Backhand on the wall. Here's Ben. Iturbide there at the 10 line. Backhand dropping low. Ben handles another one. Goenaga advancing. Hard to the inside. Bradley all alone. Had it for a moment. Just couldn't control it. That's 5 points. Goenaga and Ben have a possible set point.
That going down low and trying to catch the ball on the bounce has worked well for Bradley throughout the season. But primarily when the ball's coming straight back to him, not out of the costado of Goenaga. It's a different type of speed and a different type of spin that he's used to. It hasn't been working for him.
Hard serve, comes out to the right side. Bradley controls it. Goenaga with time, gets back in there for the Rebote. Iturbide now into the 2-wall. This one stopped by Goenaga. Goenaga hard to the outside where it scores. Point and set. Goenaga and Ben take it 6-2. 2 minutes up on the board. We'll come back and play our second set.
Tremendous play by all 4 players, but Goenaga really showing himself to be a dominant force in the front court here at Magic City. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently in our second of 6 scheduled games on the evening. Here we are in the ESPN3 Players Cage. Players take their breaks here in between sets, which is what we're doing right now. Also get prepared for matches. There you see Bragley on the left side of your screen untying his cesta. Iturbide is already out of his cesta. Goenaga just had a fantastic set. Taking in some water. Consulting with Gaucheri.
Well, you mentioned Goenaga, Ben as well. The last time these two teams matched up, that was back on the 18th. The last time the Chargers played, it really came down to the backcourt play between Ben and Bradley definitely the winner of that matchup. And today, through set number 1, it's all Ben. See here, a miss on the right side of Bradley. And as you mentioned, Stu, a couple from the costado with Goenaga that he just wasn't able to time up. Look at that, back to the inside. That kicks across the side wall. And then I couldn't react in time, and then that ball's in the net before Iturbide can turn the rebote. The Renegades come back and take that first set. Iturbide and Bradley 7-0 coming into this one. Yeah, they already played Goenaga and Ben, but you look at the front quarters in this 4th division. And a couple times they played the Cyclones, they had Flores up there. I mean, both times they had Flores up there. A little bit of a mismatch against Iturbide. Against the Devils, you had Robin up there, and Iturbide just having his way with the costado. But against Goenaga, rangier, more athletic, better defensive player. That's certainly the difference here today. Second set, ready to go. The Chargers have the serve. There's a serve by Iturbide. We begin set 2 with an ace. Iturbide and Bradley on the board with a point. Ben on the outside. There's a backhand low runner just above the pad. Cut off in the air by Iturbide. He blasts the backhand. Rebote close to the sidewall. Goenaga makes the save. Iturbide back to Ben. Good catch in the corner. Goenaga from the 9 line. Low runner inside. Cut off again by Iturbide. Ben now back beyond the 12 line. Hard throw to the inside. Bradley pulls it in. Powerful backhand, this one coming out. Rebote forehand, lined up by Iturbide. Just does clear the overhead. Screen comes to Ben. Sidearm play, cut off on the left side of Iturbide. He blasts the backhand. Ben controls another one. This one coming out. Goenaga turns it over the top. Bradley from the backcourt. Keeps this one to the inside. Little kick off the sidewall. Goenaga makes a play. High coasty, and it's tipped. Goenaga and Ben tie it up 1-1.
Once again, Goenaga going for sheer power on these costado throws. They've been working very effectively for him. Right at Bradley. Bradley's been playing great, but these throws are just a bit too much for him so far here in the first and second set.
Forehand to the inside. Great catch by Ben. That kicked up over his head. Big bounce. Bradley waits forward at the 12 line. Powerful throw. Here Ben lining up another one. Bradley there at the 11 line. Higher and harder. This one's coming out. Goenaga on the rebote. Keeps it up the middle. Good catch by Iturbide. He cuts it off. Backhand dropping low. Ben reaches in. Rebote forehand. Powered off the sidewall. Goenaga lets it pass. Turns it high. Big bounce. Bradley. Iturbide turns it into a 2-all. That's stopped on the outside. It dropped.
It's not a particularly well thrown 2-all by Iturbide. They have to believe that Goenaga, who's been spot on with those catches, was thinking about what he was going to do with it before he made the catch. Point for the Chargers.
Ben handles that serve on the left side, backhand, picked off by Bradley. Bradley comes out of the corner, high and hard, not a lot on that one. Goenaga plays it back inside, Iturbide caught it in the air, whips it outside, good range by Goenaga, he cut it off. Backhand by Iturbide, hard throw, passes both Renegades. Goenaga, Rebote 2-wall, that's too wide. 3 points for the Chargers, Iturbide and Bradley lead.
Goenaga now apparently feeling the pressure to kill the shot. Went for a 2-all, put a little too much behind it, sent it out of play.
Ben blasts the backhand again. Bradley now from the left side. Hard throw, that just does clear the overhead screen. Ben's out of the way. Goenaga, powerful Rebote wall to wall. Iturbide just drops it inside, puts it on the wall. Ben handles. Backhand. Stopped overhead by Iturbide. Rebote forehand. Goenaga hooked it. That comes up the middle of the court. Iturbide low and hard. Ben comes back for it, stops it on the bounce. Wall to wall, Rebote forehand. Iturbide keeps it inside, Goenaga digs it out. Aggressive play by Iturbide, Costado at the feet of Ben, backing up, could not scoop it up. That's 4 points for the Chargers.
See, rather lopsided score up there on the board, which is kind of how the game's gone. Iturbide's warmed up. Ben unable to make that catch.
Ben drops it inside. Iturbide up at the 8, will kick off the side wall. Ben handles on the forehand. Iturbide calls him off, lines up the Rebote, powers it inside. That's on the wall. Ben controls it. There's the backhand. Fire just above the pad, gets to Bradley in the backcourt. Ben again at the 13 line, keeps it inside. Iturbide steps back to cut this one off. Puts it on the wall, drops between them. Goenaga has the Rebote. Iturbide again keeps the pressure on the backhand. This one stopped in the air. Dropping in the corner, Iturbide just lays it up. All we can do with it, Goenaga on the Costado, hard to the inside. Bradley scooped it up. Ben sidearm play coming up the middle. Good control again by Bradley. Bradley winds it up. Powerful throw. Goenaga takes it off the side wall. Bradley at the 11 line. Big backhand again. Hard to the inside. There's Goenaga. Bradley ducks rather. Iturbide saves it. And it scores. Ball missed by Ben in the backcourt. That brings the Chargers to a 5-1 lead. Possible set point.
Score now reflective of basically exactly what's going on the court. Ben and Bradley in the backcourt, two aggressive front quarters, a bit more experience. It's taken Iturbide a little while to warm up. Goenaga just off his footing on that last catch.
In and out of the cesta it goes. A third set coming up here in just 2 minutes. Iturbide and Bradley win it 6-1.
Goenaga unable to keep that pace that he established early there in that first set. Going into the second set, Bradley, basically his strategy was working Bradley over and over and over again, expecting Bradley to miss as many as he did in the first one and the second one. Bradley letting a few more come out there. Iturbide was a bit better on, then just a few mistakes on the part of the Renegades. Goenaga and Ben gave that set to the Chargers. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida. Renegades taking on the Chargers.
Yeah, a couple more misses coming to the right side of Bradley early on, and just pulling a couple more to the left side, but again, a little less aggressive, letting that ball come out and having Iturbide control the play up there in the front. You see that miss by Goenaga. Yeah, he was just probably thinking about the next throw before he secured the catch. It's one you expect him to make a play. And a lot of these coming back to Ben, testing his forehand where we saw a couple more misses as well. And look at this serve. Vicious kick across the sidewall. Ben tries to line it up on the forehand, and that ball's got a lot of spin. Coming back across the player's body into the backcourt off the serve. Hard to control. 6-1. Iturbide and Brownlee, quite the response there after a slow start. There's 7 wins and 0 losses. I mean, by far the best winning percentage in Battle Court. The only other team that's undefeated, I think, Williams and Julien, yeah, also actually 7-0, so tied with the Division 6 team, Williams and Julien, for the Warriors. Looking to make it 8-0 right here. Iturbide and Brownlee need this third set. Ready to begin. Goenaga and Ben have the serve. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our third and decisive set. Goenaga and Ben serve to Iturbide and Bradley. There's the serve. Our final set is underway. Ball missed by Ben in the backcourt to get it started. Iturbide and Bradley on the board first. We will take an injury timeout. 5 minutes will be put up on the board for an injury timeout. Officially called injury timeout here, but lost to contact, so that will be necessary to play, especially at this speed. So five minutes up on the board. Again, injury timeout here. Will not be in jeopardy of having to forfeit this match or have to bring in a substitute, just dealing with a contact issue.
Not wearing contacts myself. I've only heard how difficult they can be. In this case, apparently rolling up off the front of the eyeball up towards the top. So he's got 5 minutes to try to adjust it, and I'm sure he'll be able to. But the injury timeout, we have injury timeouts and we have equipment timeouts. Equipment timeouts deal with baskets, cintas, shoes, or rather sneakers, helmets occasionally, chin straps. Those are the things that we normally see. Injury timeouts can be anything. We've seen players actually go down on the ground very hard, concerned about their ability to come up. We've seen some players go out. In this case, it is a contact. Here's some replays from the second set.
You see, that's the final point right there. Actually back to set number 1. Yeah, look at this miss on the 2-wall. Goenaga thinking about the catch. Iturbide back out there on the court. Again, we are ready to continue. Ready to continue here. Chargers. Iturbide and Bradley serve up 1-0. Over serve, second serve coming up.
Worst case scenario, blames it on the contact.
Second serve is good. Ben from the outside. Backhand comes up the middle. Iturbide stops it overhead. He blasts this one into the corner. Here's a rebote left side. Turned high off the front wall. Iturbide into the costado. Right at the feet. Ben steps out of the way. Goenaga does not turn the rebote. Caught the top part of the pad, and any part of the pad is bad. 2 points for the Chargers.
Mind of the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. We have a split set situation so far. Renegades won the first set 6-2. Chargers winning the second set 6-1. Currently in our third and decisive set.
Ben comes back to the inside, gets under that serve. Iturbide backed up to the 10, cuts it off, backhand play to the inside. Here's Ben now. From the 12 line, hard throw, picked off by Iturbide again. Rebote coming out. Goenaga plays it inside. Iturbide on the costado. It's a 2-wall. That lands in and scores. A challenge.
Been challenged.
Challenge has been requested by the Renegades. The ruling on the floor was the ball landed in. A play is under further review. All right, Stu. So, original call was in by the judge, so pretty simple here. If the ball touched the line, ball's out, and point will go to the Renegades. I don't think that ball was out, but we will take a look. Both judges
judge responded pretty
quickly
to it. Now, again, we're talking about watching something crossing the line.
Yeah, I don't think it.
That's
very much in.
That's completely in.
That's what I thought I saw.
But see, the interesting thing about this is when you see something that is so completely in, but the player really thinks that he saw it out.
Especially, I mean, the way that Iturbide throws it, it really opens
Official
up.
ruling is that it is in. The call was good.
Call was confirmed 3-0 in favor of Iturbide and Bradley. And the Renegades lose their challenge for the remainder of the day. Ben from the outside, backhand, comes in hot and hard. Rebote comes to the outside and splits him up. Lands in and scores. 4-0 lead for Iturbide and Bradley.
Like I was saying before we came back, though, I mean, that's how fast the ball is moving. The judge's only job is to keep throwing that ball the best they can. Players who are on the court sincerely believe that they saw that ball go out, but it was more than an inch or two in.
Great stop overhead by Bradley. Puts the forehand inside between both Renegades. There's a save by Goenaga just above the pad. Iturbide, backhand, stopped overhead. Here's Ben now from the 12 line, caught the corner. Iturbide backs up to cut it off. Hard throw to the inside. This one comes shooting out. Goenaga makes the play. Big bounce. Bradley, great control in the corner. Forehand drop between them. Goenaga looking for it on the back end, makes the save. Bradley now, forehand. Play to the inside, another rebote coming out. Goenaga has it. Right on the wall, Bradley controls it. The half carom, not opening up enough. Goenaga powers it to the inside. Bradley out of the way. Iturbide left side rebote. Goenaga has it low, but could not control the catch. 5-0 in favor of the Chargers. They have a possible set and a possible match point.
Again, Goenaga under a lot of pressure to finish it. Don't know if he was thinking about going to the outside or perhaps a drop shot, but one way or the other. Did not work.
Here's Ben, forehand played back to the inside, cut off by Iturbide before it crossed the side wall. Here's Ben now, back beyond the 11, powers it inside. Iturbide handles another one. Rebote forehand, just does clear the overhead screen. That is out a long way. Iturbide tracks it down, puts it inside. Goenaga comes back for it now. Bradley, good defense, back behind Iturbide. Forehand comes out. Goenaga lines it up, back to the inside. Here's Bradley now. Bradley, hard forehand play. Ben runs under it. What a catch by Bradley. Comes out middle of the court where it scores. Point, set, and match. Iturbide and Bradley take it in 3 sets, winning the final two, 6-1, 6-0. A common theme on the game day. Not very close in terms of the scoreline of these sets, but 3-set matches. First one going to the Renegades. The Chargers come back with a nice response. Iturbide and Bradley tie things up to 1.5 points per team. Well, let's take a look at the game day scoreboard. And we see tied up 1.5 points per team. Keeping with doubles up next, 5th division, Joseph and Aratz take on El Barba and Benny. And standard game day here will be 2 singles matches and 4 doubles matches. We're going to hear from our winners, Iturbide and Bradley, improving to 8-0 with that win. Just 2 matches remain for a perfect season. Here they are, the Chargers, 4th division team.
All right. Iturbide, Bradley, congratulations on winning that match. You guys are still undefeated, 8-0. Only 2 matches remain for a perfect double seasons. How do you guys ensure that you stay focused to pull this great accomplishment off?
It's just minimizing the errors. You can see in the first set, I was had a couple errors, and if I can just minimize those, this guy up in the front makes it happen. I back him up. That's it.
¿Qué?
Iturbide, ¿cómo mantienen una temporada perfecta? Solamente le faltan 2 partidos y ganan todos los partidos de esta temporada. ¿Cómo mantienen el foco?
Bueno, aspiramos a intentar ganar lo máximo posible.
We just are always aspiring to win as much as possible.
Para que sea para el equipo bueno eso.
It's good for the team.
Y nada, hacemos muy buena pareja y a seguir así.
And we make a really good doubles team, and we just got to keep going that way. Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning the match. We'll see what else happens today.